talking. Gotta stay locked in Goggins. Gotta ball out like Robin. Straight to the top, I'm all in. Ordinary's like a toxin. I don't wanna be like Robin. I just wanna leave no option. Fuck caution, I ain't gonna be common.
The First Hunter. Imagine waking up one day to find the world being attacked by vicious monsters out of nowhere. Sounds like a total nightmare, right? Well, that's exactly the kind of insane scenario our main character Taehoon Kim finds himself in. Now, here's the crazy part. Some people started developing special powers to fight back against these monster invaders. But Taehoon, he's on a whole other level thanks to his previous experience as an elite special forces soldier. This dude is an absolute beast when it comes to hunting down monsters, both human and non-human alike. With non-stop monster mayhem, a race against the clock storyline, and an overpowered military badass MC showing these beasts whose boss, the First Hunter, delivers a wildly entertaining post-apocalyptic thrill ride from start to finish. Study group. The main character is Gaimin, who really wants to go to university. Poor Gaimin tries to join study groups, but the mean bullies keep rejecting him for being a nerd. So, Gaimin decides to make his own group to study together. However, the bullies won't leave them alone to focus on their books. The artwork is awesome, showing every crazy kick and punch in bright, exciting detail. It's like a regular story about students studying hard, but turned up to the maximum with insane action. Despite all the fighting, Gaming and his friends stay determined to ace their studies no matter how many bullies they need to take down.
Infinite Mage. Cyrone, a peasant boy abandoned in a stable and raised by loving hunters. He dreams big, like joining a magic academy. He's obsessed with books about magic. Then, he learns how to tap into the Spirit Zone. It is the first step to becoming a mage, but there's a catch. Mages are supposed to be nobles. This manhwa shines with its lovable characters, deep magic system, and breathtaking art. Watching Cyrone's journey from an adorable, determined kid to a powerhouse mage is both heartwarming and thrilling. The trio of Cyrone, Naid, and Aruki bring comedy gold, and the school drama keeps things spicy. If you love fantasy academies, cool magic, and great character growth, Infinite Mage will cast its spell on you.
The Last Adventurer. This manhwa has an epic story. A crazy gate opens to a world of adventure, but also danger and misery. Out of all the adventurers, only El Paume is left standing against the chaos. The story is amazing, showing intense apocalyptic battles, then flashing back to reveal the mystery of how it all began. The artwork is gorgeous, with detailed art that makes the action scenes so exciting. El Paume's character journey is incredible. He's the kind of brave hero you'll really root for to overcome the odds and save the day. If you want a manhwa with an epic world, heart-pounding action, and a truly badass main character, The Last Adventurer is a must-read. Once you start, you'll be desperate for more. The Indomitable Martial King. This manhwa has a wild premise. In this world, humans buy and sell magical creatures as slaves. A great mage named Riffenhard gets labeled as the Demon King for helping these creatures. Heroes try to stop him, but in the chaos, Riffenhard casts a spell to travel back in time and becomes one of the heroes himself, the powerful martial king Teslan. The action is insane, with Riffenhard using his mage powers combined with Teslan's incredible martial arts skills. The artwork is amazing, with jaw-dropping detailed fight scenes, and if you want a manhwa with mind-blowing powers, crazy plot twists, and epic action sequences, The Indomitable Martial King is a must-read. It will keep you completely glued to your screen. Triple S Class Revival Hunter. Our guy Confucius Kim is living his mediocre life in this crazy RPG-like dungeon tower, watching star hunters show off their epic skills. But then, he gets blessed with a legendary ability to copy others' powers, at the cost of his own life. Before he can even process this game-changing new cheat code, Confucius gets murked by the #1 hunter Flame Emperor. But boom, that activates his next broken ability, the power to rewind time after dying. You already know with hacks like that, he's about to completely outplay the competition on his rise to the top. This manhwa brings the total package. Awesome action, sharp comedy, a fresh AF concept, and characters that will have you hooked. The main duo have off-the-charts chemistry and will have you rolling. And unlike some manhwa, the side cast actually has some personality too. The world building's nothing mind-blowing, but it gets the job done without breaking your immersion. If you want a wildly entertaining power fantasy with a tiny rewinding twist and an A+ ensemble cast, you gotta read S class Revival Hunter. This one's an easy 10 out of 10 recommendation. Legend of the Northern Blade. In this manhwa, we follow Muwon, whose father was forced to disband their kick-ass warrior sect and commit suicide after being falsely accused of teaming up with the baddies Silent Knight. Left alone, Muwon's living a depressing life until a surprise attack gives him a chance to escape and train in the mountains to master his predecessor's killer techniques. But when a loved one mysteriously disappears, he returns to the mainland on a quest for vengeance against the villains trying to plunge the world into darkness. This manhwa is a must-read, standing out from the sea of cultivation stories with its realistic magic system and a revenge plot that doesn't overshadow the subplots. The art is original, masterfully crafted, and perfectly complements the story. Plus, the characters feel human-like, thanks to the author's brilliant handling of relationships and character development. It's a work of art that martial arts fans will absolutely love. The Greatest Estate Developer, which follows Suho, a regular civil engineering student who somehow gets transported into a fantasy world straight out of a novel. But get this, Suho doesn't become some brave hero. Instead, he just winds up in the body of Lloyd, a lazy and broke noble who loves drinking more than anything. Using his modern-day know-how, Suho has to get creative to take Lloyd's family out of massive debt. Cue the hilarious hijinks as this college guy starts building wacky inventions with the help of a giant hamster sidekick and a night buddy. It's modern engineering clashing with medieval magic for maximum laughs. With outrageous comedy, a fresh premise, and Lloyd's priceless money-hungry reactions, this manhwa delivers non-stop entertainment. You'll be cracking up as Suho concocts get-rich-quick schemes to build a better future. Mist, Might, Mayhem. Get this, there's this total psycho killer guy who loves murdering people. Sounds scary, right? Well, he gets an insane offer to pretend to be the son of a famous swordmaster family in exchange for freedom. So, our main character now has to act like he's a part of this important martial arts household. But can he really fool everyone and keep up the act? With only 7 chapters out so far, things are already getting super intense and suspenseful. Will the fake son slip up and show his true killer personality? Or will he manage to trick everyone? It's a wild premise that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Check it out if you're ready for some crazy twists. Omniscient Reader, where an ordinary guy named Dokja becomes the omniscient protagonist of his favorite apocalyptic web novel turned reality. Not a perfect hero, but a self-aware audience stand-in wrestling with the ethics of his cosmic authorship over this new world. It cleverly explores storytelling conventions wrapped in a high-concept fantasy as Dokja effortlessly reshapes reality one moment and has existential revelations about his omniscient role the next. An audacious, unmatched look at an all-powerful audience surrogate directly confronting wish fulfillment.
I got the confidence like I'm on the shit, like I'm the baddest bitch in the club. I'm here for dominance, I'm being honest, that's what I want, I'll never give up. I want the whole place sold out, my name in every mouth. You know I'm after this shit.